So we're still making food for our wonderful picnic today, if the rain stays away. So I started off here cooking down some red onions. I've cooked those down in some olive oil and butter. Olive oil allows the heat and butter gives an extra kick of flavour. So these have been cooking down now for around 15 minutes, so they're lovely and caramelised, which is what we want. And these are going to make our rocket and red onion tart, which are perfect for a picnic because they're so easy to transport and you can eat them without any knives and forks, which is always great. Finger food for picnics is brilliant. So I'm just going to pop these in here on a kitchen towel just to soak up any excess oil. And then we're going to come over here and start to make our rocket tarts. Okay, so to begin with, I've just got a muffin tin here and some melted butter, and I just want to quickly brush some of the melted butter inside. Now what we're going to do is, this is just a shop bought phyllo pastry. You can make your own phyllo pastry if you want, but it's quite time consuming and there's some amazing products now on the market, so it's really not necessary. What I would say though is if you are working with phyllo pastry, that you need to work quite quickly. Either keep it covered with a damp cloth or just work very quickly. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to unroll this, and we just need, 4 sheets probably. So what I'm going to do is take it sheet by sheet and put it onto my board. And then each sheet I'm going to brush with the butter. Easier if I held it. Need to keep it flat, so we're going to put 4 pieces on top of each other, and each one we're going to brush. So that's the first one done. Now let's get another piece of pastry. Just lay it straight on top, and the same process again. So like I said, if you are working with phyllo pastry and it is a time-consuming process, you just need to keep it covered with like a towel, slightly damp, and that'll stop the pastry drying out before you're finished. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut our pastry. So I tend to do it in thirds going across, so about a third of the way down there. And just cut a third of the way down here. It's not an exact science, so don't worry if they're not exactly even, because the whole point is that phyllo pastry has a really lovely rustic look to it all when it all cooks anyway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take individual pieces of my phyllo pastry and I'm going to pop them into the muffin tins. And I'm going to do 4 pieces in each one, each at a different angle. So it's going to give a different shape. This and make a little basket. For our filling. Okay, our phyllo pastry is done. It's time to make the filling. I'm just going to wash my hands. Okay, time to make our filling. So first of all, I've got 1 egg here, which I'm just going to whisk up. And then to that, I'm just going to add 150 ml of double cream. And it's great because you can get these little pots that are exactly 150 ml, so that's perfect. And then just give that a quick beat. And then I'm just going to season that with a little bit of salt and pepper as well. give that a mix. Okay. So now, I'm going to start off and I'm going to take my red onion mixture. I'm just going to take some of these beautiful, beautiful caramelized red onions, and these are just going to go into the bottom of our little tarts. So they're going to be the depth of flavour in these gorgeous tarts. Just into the bottom of each one. So if you want to make these bigger, you can actually just do them in a muffin tin and then just increase the amount of filling that you put into one. But these are nice, I think, picnic-sized tarts. I think they're perfect. And on top of that, I'm actually just going to add in, this is just some rocket that I've chopped up. So I just think it's lovely to have a little bit of green in there as well. So here I've got a mixture of cheddar cheese and Parmesan cheese that I've just mixed together myself. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of the cheddar and Parmesan onto the top of each tart. Just like so. And now I'm going to add some of the egg and the cream mixture that's been seasoned into each one. And then just to finish it off, I'm just going to top with a little bit more of the Parmesan and cheddar. You can never have too much cheese, especially Parmesan, that's my favourite. And our tarts are ready for the oven. So our tarts have been in the oven now for 20 minutes. Let's take a look. And they're looking done. Gorgeous do these look. Who wouldn't want these in their picnic? So best leave them to sit for 5 minutes in the tray and then get them packed up for your picnic.